cold.
WinterSession is basically short classes and workshops between B term and C term, or fall and spring semester. This is actually a pretty old event at WPI, so it was around I believe 60s to the 90s, or maybe earlier, but it stopped for whatever reason some way through the 90s. We heard about it a few years ago from an alumni that started working with us, Marc Trudeau, and he actually kind of sparked this whole comeback of WinterSession. So we spent the past 2 years trying to bring back this event. We very much believe in extracurricular education, or the importance of extracurricular education, and this peer-to-peer knowledge transfer. The notion that you can't get everything in your regular coursework, and there's some things that just don't fit in regular coursework. So we want to really promote that as this being part of the future of higher education, at least at WPI. So we think it's very important. Yeah.
Thanks.
Cool. Good?
Yep.
Okay.
Excited for the day?
I'm excited for the day. Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
It's been so long since I've been here.
I am John Wyatt. I am the CEO of Redline Design. We help local SMBs understand their business problems and problems with users and how they can better solve those through technology. Today was really fun. We had about 20 students and other people come here for about 2.5 hour workshop to look at how do we apply user experience principles to improve our product success, or the likelihood that our products are going to be successful. So we looked at things like developing an MVP, or minimum viable product. How do we understand who our users are to create personas? We looked at activities to understand what their unfit needs are and what the value proposition our product can deliver to them to help narrow down that gap between our product and the market that we're trying to serve. I love WPI. I love the people that come here. When I was asked to do this, I was just flabbergasted that students want to spend their free time in class more. This is winter break. People are on vacation. Just seeing and hearing about that hunger to learn, if I can be a part of that in any way, anytime.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
thank you so much. Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
See you.
It's really good to have a basis for looking at problems in the future. It's much easier to approach something if you have had experience approaching problems. The design thinking process and lean UX are really great for workshopping a business or a product idea or an experience, a new experience that you want to create in a very short amount of time. So it lets you create an action plan that's actually useful, where otherwise you wouldn't really know where to start with that. So I think it's giving people who maybe want to have an entrepreneurial experience at some point in their life, or right now, then it gives them that starting place.
Can I pet your dog? Hi. Hey. Oh, you're so fluffy.
The people that you have the best relationships with, there's no coercion. You're doing it because you want to. If there is any coercion, by the way, those aren't good relationships. Get away. With the people that you have the best relationships with, you share how you're feeling with each other. And when you do that, they just listen to you. They don't judge you for it, right? They just acknowledge that you're feeling that way, and it's sort of a human thing that you have in common. And when they share their feelings, we do the same thing. Hi, I'm Richard Kasperowski. I'm a speaker, trainer, coach, and author focused on high-performance teams. We just did a session on high-performance teams. It was about psychological safety and team emotional intelligence. If this is a little goofy or wishy-washy for you, we could do it as... Actually, this code runs here.
Okay.
This is, the McCarthy's book is called Software for Your Head. This is what they made.
Oh, okay.
Your body, your brain is the machine, and this is the kind of code that you run on that machine.
Okay.
And when everybody in your team runs this code together, this is when you get a high EI team, you get a high psych safety team, and a high performing team when we all run this kind of code together. This is important for students because in a lot of the classes, students are working in teams, working on projects together. And this is the explicit training, the explicit guidance and practice for how to be a good teammate and how to have a good team for those projects, and really for any team you work on, whether it's at school or not. If you look at a high-performing team, if you were like, if there was like a window and there was a high-performing team in the room and a one-way glass and you could watch this team, they would look like they're in love, or they would look like they're the best friends with each other. Just by the way they're behaving, the things they're saying, the way they're interacting.
Everything in your business plan is an assertion. None of it's true until you prove it. So you've got all these hypotheses. You design an experiment, building and delivering a little bit of your product or your service, and then you execute the experiment, and you get it into the marketplace, and then you revise your hypothesis, and you do another experiment. And that's what life gets like. It's these short-term, every week, every month experiments.
WinterSession had a lot of variety, and it was cool to dip into different subjects. It's hard to have depth in a single day, but having a taste of something new is important. In higher ed, the quality of academics matters, and availability of resources matters. But those things are nothing special. Those are necessities in order to be a quality institution. And so, to be above average, as an institution and as a student, you have to go beyond the regular courses, because the value of a degree is less and less about the technical information and more about the environment. If you're around people that only want to party while they collect debt, then it doesn't matter. But for people that want a good future for themselves, college can be helpful to develop the right mindset.
I think first off, WPI does a very good job at teaching you how to learn.
Anyone can look up information and learn. Often, the benefit of a college, especially a good college, is being in an environment with people that want to make the future great. It's the people that matter. And for somebody looking for that environment, they don't have to go to college, because a person doesn't have to go to college in order to be successful. But if somebody does go to college, they shouldn't expect to be spoon-fed all of the information they're going to need in order to do what they want to do in life. It is a dangerous misconception that college will fully prepare somebody to work in a field after they get their degree. Because unless somebody dies the day after their graduation, 4-ish years of study will not sufficiently prepare somebody for the rest of their life.
Engineering education is focused on learning to be right, when what might be more valuable is learning how to be wrong in the most productive way.
Gaining skills, training your mind, and creating a network are what's useful. And those that set themselves up for the best future are the ones that take ownership. They go out and they meet people and they try new things, and they don't just sit at home hoping that the future is going to be better than the present. They make it so.